Oh, man. Man, bring me a bottle of water, please. Shalom, everybody. Shalom. Welcome to another edition of Reading with SHILO. Another edition of Reading with SHILO. I wanted to get 2 done today, and we're going to get 2 done today. 2 done today. We read chapter 14 earlier. We're going to get on chapter 15 in just a second. Chapter 14 was attitudes, and chapter 15 is her sex. Her sex. Yeah, I think it's going to be a good one. So, Reading with SHILO, thank y'all, everybody who chimed in or is chiming in or going to chime in to see what we talking about as we're reading Miss Shahrazad Ali's book, The Black Man's Guide to Understanding the Black Woman. I'm tired, but we're going to get this one in. It's only a couple of pages. I think like 3 or 4 pages. Yeah, like 3 or 4 pages. But we're going to get it in. We're going to get in and see what we can learn and grow from and see what Miss Shahrazad Ali is talking about. She's been talking some good stuff. She's been spilling the beans. The kidney beans, the black eyed peas, the navy beans. Pinto beans. She been spilling the beans. You know, but we're gonna keep rocking. We're gonna keep rocking and see what she's talking about. Chapter 15, her sex. Her sex. Whew. The Black Man's Guide to Understanding the Black Woman by Shahrazad Ali, Dr. Shahrazad Ali, Sister Shahrazad Ali. Chapter 15, her sex. Let's dive right in. The Black woman spends a great deal of her days and nights being aware of her sexuality. She throbs nearly involuntarily as a result of all she has learned from other Black women and girlfriends her age. She is impressed that her sex is a bona fide point of leverage she can wield against the Black man to get her way. She will use her sexuality to snare a Black man and will misrepresent the intensity of her sexual desire to get his attention. She lays sexual traps for him and behaves blatantly like a trollop. A trollop. Let's see. A trollop. Trollop. A trollop. A trollop. Let me mark it. See if I can find it in the Scrabble dictionary. Oh, let's try my other one since it's right there. Oh, man. A trollop. 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 A trollop. Troll. They got it in here. A trollop. Trollop. A vulgar or disrespectful woman. One who engages in sex promiscuously or for money. So a trollop is another name for a hoe. Look at all these trollops. Stop acting like a trollop. She will use her sexuality to snare a Black man and will misrepresent the intensity of her sexual desire to get his attention. She lays sexual traps for him and behaves blatantly like a vulgar or disrespectful woman, one who engages in sex promiscuously or for money. When she is alone with the black man and she is trying to lure or trollop. I guess I'll keep this one here. And for those, this is the Webster's Merriam-Webster's Collegiate Dictionary. I think say property of the U.S. government. As a 10th edition. And this is the New Webster's Dictionary. It's just some whatever I got laying around. This one was copyrighted in 1993. And this one was copywritten in 99. The 99 and 2000s. A trollop. Man, I'll be tired. These women be trollops. She is cunning and plots to get him in bed because she believes that once she has sex with the black man, it will give her certain rights in his life. Since she connects sex with love, when she deceptively persuades the black man to sleep with her, she thinks that she has convinced him to love her. Old trollop. Or at least show a measure of love that she thinks is bonding. That's what you get for being a trollop. That's a trollop thought. Since she is such a pseudo-romantic creature, she cannot be trusted in the presence of strange men for a long length of time because she is always open for a line, especially if it's one telling her how beautiful or desirable she is. She believes anything a black man tells her if he looks good to her physically. She is easily flattered, but will pretend that compliments are not really important to her and have no bearing on whether or not she is attracted to a black man. Without exception, if a black man pursues her long enough, with compliments, flowers, phone calls, and the like, she will ultimately go to bed with him. She enjoys the special attention and wants to believe that he will compliment and admire her forever. Many black men she meets or sees walking down the street are envisioned as her lover. For a split second, she imagines having sex with him, considers how he might act in bed, and either lines him up for follow-up or rejects him as anything other than a friend. She gives off body language that sends unspoken messages, translated to mean that the possibility, however remote, of sex is being considered and potential exists. The black woman claims that the black man is such a dog because, in her view, he will always go for the promise of sex from a woman, even if he does not know her very well. She believes he is famous for one night stands and will sneak off and have an illicit encounter and then return to her as if nothing ever happened. She hates this potential in the black man and calls him a low down hound for this kind of behavior. She sees herself as above this kind of animalistic practice. Sex means more to her than that. And so she says, or so she says. The truth of the matter is that the black woman practices the exact same type of behavior if given the right opportunity. She will sneak around more cleverly than the black man, which is why she doesn't get busted as often. She may have no problem trying to have two men at the same time if she thinks her main man is fooling around with another woman behind her back. She will try to pay him back by having another man, even if she doesn't really want to. She just can't allow him to be up one on her. Plus, she enjoys the feeling it gives her to see him carrying on his normal life without knowing what she has done or is doing. She tries to compete with in this fashion, although it may turn her life into chaos, trying to live double because she does not have the capability to love two or more men at the same time. She certainly cannot be a woman to two men at the same time. She certainly cannot be a woman to two men at the same time. So one of the men she is dealing with is purely for fornication purposes. She will go to bed with one man on Friday, another on Saturday, and the following Monday, or maybe even the same night, and still pretend to be outraged and shocked about the black man's deviation with another woman. Her double standard is built on falsehood and an image she thinks she has to preserve about her honorability of womanhood. Part of her falsehood is her belief that black men desire sex more often than she does. So she can never admit to him or herself that her own sex drive is a powerful motivating factor in her life and decisions as well. She brags on her sexual conquest in the same way the black man is rumored to brag about his. She will explain to her friends in great detail, about her activities in bed with a black man. She especially likes to tell about the size of his penis, what he says while copulating, his stroke, and whatever, and whether or not he performed oral sex well. She brags on her sexual conquests in the same way the black man is rumored to brag about his. She will explain to her friends in great detail about her activities in bed with the black man. She especially likes to tell about the size of his penis, what he says while copulating, what he says while copulating, his stroke, and whether or not he performed oral sex well. They go into a minute by minute, blow by blow description about the encounter. If he does any oddities, she calls him nasty and other horrible names, and she and her friends laugh at him. It is a rare black woman who does not tell about her private sexual life with a black man. So if a black man has a woman with a best friend or several close friends, he can be sure that they know about his bedroom action, down to the most intimate details. And to be wondering why their friends want to sleep with their man. However, she only vaguely confesses her own part and tells what she did. Black women do not ask each other what they do in bed. They only discuss what he does. Another highly deceptive activity she takes part in is to have sex with a man and pretend by her sounds or words that it feels better than it does. If she really wants the man, she will continue to mislead him about his wonderful libido and then talk about how he turns her off when he does this or that. She won't explain to the black man what makes her feel good and may not even tell him when it's painful. She thinks it is something she has to endure. She does not want to feel it. She does not want to hurt his feelings. She tolerates the pain without flinching, pretends to have an orgasm or reach a climax for the fear if she tells him the truth, she might lose him. However, if he does not satisfy her sexual craving, she will seek out and receive sexual gratification with another man or woman. Some of them are in marriages or relationships, which last several years and never reveal her dissatisfaction about their sex life. She claims that her lacking sex life is unimportant as long as he takes care of the bills, is a father to the children, and remains married or with her. She secretly hopes that one day he will figure it out on his own and do what she wants him to do. Man, just open your mouth and say something. This hardly ever happens. And if it does, she becomes suspicious that he learned from another woman, which in most cases he has. Nevertheless, he is charged with in ineptitude, ineptitude for not satisfying her sexually. Ineptitude. He is charged with ineptitude. 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 He is charged with ineptitude. 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 The quality or state of being inept. Something inept. Inept. Out of place. So the quality or state of being out of place. Incompetent. Ineptitude. He's charged with being out of place with or inept. The state of being inept. Ineptitude. She will also use sex as a weapon against the black man. It is her most useful tool, she thinks. If he angers or displeases her, she will automatically go into sexual shutdown. It is a way to communicate her unhappiness with him. She will try to punish him by denying him sex until he submits to her idea or does what she wants him to do. She will continue this game for days and weeks when she feels it is necessary to make a point or whip him into submission. She is satisfied if the black man literally comes limping back to her, crawling on his hands and knees, begging her to go to bed with him. The black man should beat her at her own game. And when she displeases him, he should deny her sex and see what happens. She gonna be mad as shit. He will see fireworks like he never imagined. She is much more vicious when under the pressure of lack of sexual expression, and is known to act like a plumb fool if her bottom is not happy. If her bottom is not happy. Another truism is that if she continues to deny her man sex for an inordinate length of time, but continues to live with him, sleep in the bed with him every night, dress in the same room, and slyly tease him, and still say no, she may want him to overpower her physically and take it. She wants to be ravished sometimes, even if she claims it is against her wishes. Yeah, until she holler about rape. Until she holler about you raped her. And she called the law on you. I told him no. I told him no, and he still took it. Yeah. Come here. Come here. Man. But she does not. The black man should remember that if he is familiar with her schedule and she's not seeing anyone on the side, she is also punishing herself when she denies him sex. This is not to say that she wants to be viciously raped, but she does not want her man to let her know that the pleasures of her vagina are a prized possession to him. She wants him to be willing to fight for it if necessary. Sometimes she says no for so long that she doesn't know how to get out of it. And she says yes. So if he takes it, it makes it easier on her and solves her problem of how to get back in mood with him. It's like the dumbest shit, man. Some dumb stuff right there, man. Stupid right there. Whew, excuse me. Sometimes she says no for so long that she doesn't know how to get out of it and say yes. So if he takes it, it makes it easier on her and solves her problem of how to get back in good with him. This is a very warped perception, but that's how it is. She does not mind being treated like she's the black man's property at that time. In fact, sex is about the only time she succumbs to the wishes of the black man and is in submission to him. However, this kind of cooperation does not extend beyond the bedroom, and her misty eyed surrender is soon forgotten about 10 to 15 minutes after the act is over. By the time she is dressed, she is back to her old self again. He still ain't right. It also is not always necessary for the black woman to reach a climax when she has sex with him. What she longs for and enjoys the most is the closeness and direct attention she receives from the black man during the sex act itself. She has him all to herself, and he is connected to her body for the purpose of sheer pleasure, the pleasure she is sure he has never known. She actually believes that her vagina and body is the only aspect of her being that gives her experience, existence, any real value. She is at a loss as to why the black man would desire another woman after she lets him into her body. Because your shit wasn't all that. She has been brought up to believe and has been impressed by American culture that her vagina is the only real thing she has to offer and negotiate with throughout her entire life. When all else fails, she can offer a man her body and one of them is bound to accept it, either for free or for pay. If she does it right, she can use it for barter and exchange. Marriage for her is an acknowledgement that she will be with one man and he will be with one woman. Her. Whew, excuse me. She is more apt to accept the rules of a marriage contract manufactured and compiled by American government officials than to just accept the black man's word that he is making a marital commitment to her, to respect, protect, and provide for her. She wants some kind of legal appearing document that will give her recourse with the courts or police because she suspects that one day she will possibly need their help in dealing with him, especially everything everything she's ever heard about him points to this conclusion. Oh, excuse me. Me and the boys went a ride to the store. Oh man, talk about a little ride. But we're gonna get it. We're gonna keep going. I only got 2 pages left, man. Excuse me. Everything she ever heard about him points to that conclusion. While the black woman enjoys sex, she does not want to have sex with the black man 25 days a month, leaving 6 days for her menstrual cycle. There is not enough time. She does not have the energy, and it would possibly break her body down. She can keep up with this pace of the sex is a quickie, but if it's consistent and if it consists of the in-depth type of lengthy throwdown blacks are known to share in bed, although she wants to, she can't. However, if the black man should do something or say something she does not like, she would deny sex to him for a particular night, or at least for that particular night at least. Depending on his reaction, the grudge could grow and last as long as she sees fit. She will run from him, sleep with the children, stay up until he goes to sleep, pretend she is on her period or sick, or she. My food smelling good. She can keep up the pace. Not bad. Depending on his reaction, the grudge can grow and last as long as she sees fit. She will run from him, sleep with the children, stay up until he goes to sleep, pretend she is on her period or sick, or say it's too painful. She uses these as ways to manipulate the black man into not wanting to have sex with her. She also may start an argument to ensure that he will be so angry or disgusted with her that he has no desire for her. She refuses to acknowledge sex as an individual appetite, akin to hunger and thirst. She wants to make it some kind of special ritual that she has power over, power to give and power to take away. She will put on a sensational award-winning performance in bed if she is trying to impress a new man that she really wants him or to get him to really want her. She purchases the most scantily lingerie, lights candles, dims the lights, adorns the adorns sweet smelling perfumes, cooks special dinners, goes nude, flutters her eyelashes, uses her body provocatively, looks seductive, or markets her idea and promotes her sex any way she decides. Sometimes all of this is done before she gets married to the man. My bad, excuse me. After marriage, the meals, sexy bed clothes, rub downs, and instant sexual response may cease. She tries to make the black man think that she will always and forever cater to him and makes him comfortable in and out of bed. But once she gets him, she slows down at first and then stops completely. After this point, she attempts to use her affections as a means to negotiate whatever she wants. Oh man, excuse me. After this point, she attempts to use her affections as a means to negotiate whatever she wants. If she gets what she wants, she will occasionally give him the attention he wants. As time goes by, it takes more and more to get her to cooperate sexually. It's almost like blackmail. Most of them want it as much as he does. Others claim it's something they tolerate just to please him. Obviously, that was not the way she started out, or the man would have never gotten with her. Damn right. Ever so often, especially these days, when gay liberation is prevalent, the black woman will decide, due to her failed encounters with black men, and she no longer wants to be a woman and instead wants to be a man. She is then classified as a lesbian, and if she goes all the way masculine, a dyke or butch. She may cut her hair short, start dressing in a masculine way, talk hard, take hormones, and grow a beard or mustache, and vie with real men for the attention and affection of women. Her idea is based on her belief that she knows how to treat a black woman better than a black man. She thinks she knows where to touch a black woman to make her feel good and how to satisfy her more proficiently than a man. She seeks to intimidate the black man by her presence, representing an unfamiliar foe, and will become violent if provoked. She thinks that her choice is normal and that her desire to be a man and love another woman is a genetic fluke of the nature. Excuse me, my bad. A genetic fluke of nature, and one that she has no control over. She thinks it's physical instead of mental. In no way will she admit that her choice is the result of her absolute frustration with the black man. While claiming to hate men, she tries her best to emulate them in every way available to her. The lesbian black woman has arrived to her final limit and literally blows a fuse in her brain which blocks out her real gender and replaces it with the masculine role. Of course, just as male homosexuals, she overdoes it and makes herself a spectacle that is not welcome amongst civilized people. She is rough and tough and ready to battle. Again, she demonstrates her prayer for the protector. She demonstrates her prayer for a protector. She is very protective of her female lover and is very territorial. Yeah. Since she is mutually aware of the deceptions in the black woman's behavior, she has less patience than the black man when her woman starts a problem. She is quick to nip it in the bud, sometimes by physically attacking her to quench the transgression or insurrection. She is tougher on her woman because she knows since she is tougher on her woman because she knows, since she is really just a woman herself, the secret agendas of the black woman and knows exactly what's going on and doesn't go for it. The lesbian black woman is in a double bind because she can wear men's clothes, talk like one, take steroids or hormones to resemble one, and develop other masculine traits. She can never really get very far from her own memories of her life as a woman. She can only block out so much without losing her mind. The lesbian black woman is repelled by the secret normal looking black woman who practices lesbianism. They prefer to keep their deviant sexual preferences to themselves and continue to act feminine. The full-blown lesbian black woman is to be pitied. She represents a huge problem that ultimately the black man must confront. She is the most unhappy and frustrated of them all. She is far away from reality and transforms herself to represent what she does not understand, which is how to be a black man. She is trying to deal with a human being that she understands, another woman like herself. She knows that try as she may, she does not have a penis and will never have the real one. So her insecurity about her mate does not change. She must be ever watchful that a brave penis toting black man does not get close to her woman. She must be ever watchful that a brave penis toting black man does not get close to her woman. A brave penis toting. Oh man. She knows that try as she may, she does not have a penis and will never have a real one. So her insecurity about her mate does not change. She must be ever watchful that a brave penis-toting black man does not get close to her woman. Lesbianism has nothing to do with obtaining a higher or better level of sexual satisfaction. And a lesbian black woman can be mastered just like the rest of them. She needs a special exorcism. Oh man, the next time I see one, I'm gonna be like, man, you need to be exercised. Exercise, ass. In the name of the Father. Oh man, hold up. She needs a special exorcism. A special one. Black women with normal sex drives who desire and pursue men are glad that their sexual organ anatomy is designed differently than the black man's, because if she too had a visible penis, the black man would be quite surprised to see how often during the day she had an erection. I bet. Consequently, the black woman's clitoris, which is referred to by some scientists as a miniature penis, is not visible on the outside in that way. She has the same reaction to an attractive male or a list of other sexual stimulus as the black man does. And yes, she masturbates as often, if not more often than he does. The black woman does not discuss how often they masturbate. Masturbation is something that none of them want to readily admit to. It's too base to discuss, too uncool. Some things can be omitted. You need that special exorcism, man. Before some brave penis told the black man, get on. Oh, wait. Yeah, buddy. When in pursuit of the actual one-on-one sexual encounter with a man, the black woman is very driven. She will wait for countless hours, stand out in the cold or rain, buy anything she thinks will help her achieve what she wants to, and get real raw if in her offering, and gets real raw in her offering. She goes to great extremes, boldly and unspokenly, when it comes to hooking up with the man she wants to get in bed. She will flirt, use innuendo, raunchy language, expose her body, sit with her legs open, stick out her tongue. Stick out her tongue. Now remember, that sticks out to me because this is in the 80s. This came out in the 80s. And if she said that they would do that in the 80s, how many women take these pictures with their tongue out? It looked like you're trying to catch something on that thing. That's what it looked like. Or do anything else. Stick out her tongue or do anything else she thinks will get the message across. She is very adept at offering herself up for sex. Woe to the black man who refuses and deflects her sexual invitation. Woe to the black man who refuses and deflects her sexual invitation. She then has the capacity to become a raging maniac. Her sexual program is very fragile. She will attack the man verbally, possibly publicly, tell other men and women, and charge him with being a sissy. While she reserves the right to pick and choose which man she wants to sleep with, she does not agreeably permit the black man to exercise the same right, especially if she has chosen him to be her next victim. My victim. She considers a refusal for sex as the ultimate insult that is not without penalty. Not all black men go for sex thrown his way by women he is not responsible for. The black man should be encouraged in the idea that her body will not get her everything and everyone she wants. She must be taught that she has other values and that if she does not submit to being the right kind of woman, that she cannot have the sex she wants with a black man. This requires self-control on the part of the man and selection based on qualifications, not looks. She will respect him more if he behaves in such a way as to not function. He is under no obligation to prove his manhood by bedding down with every female who throws herself into his way. He is much too precious for that. His choices must be based on much more than a brief thrill. He must communicate security to the black man through touch, not always sex, touch, caressing, stroking, and lots of hugging. To be safely encircled in the arms of a black man is a more effective way to show caring and affection than sex is. The black woman is sore, and her wounds are tender and exposed. She longs for the healing touch of a black man to absorb his strength as a healing balm, as salve. The black man's brain, activated by electrical current, is able to transmit the power of his electricity to the black woman to increase her energy and power to function. When the black man and black woman are in love and grooving, they are able through touch to transfer this powerful current back and forth between them on the mental, physical, and emotional level. Ideas, sex, and feelings. The black woman's emotional state is the most difficult to penetrate with electricity or pain. The black woman conceivably needs a crowbar. The black man conceivably needs a crowbar type tactic to pry up the veneer of falsehood and insecurity the black woman uses as a shield, a wall to protect her from all the things that terrify her and all the things that cause her intense pain. On the inside, but she is not immune to the unwilling determination of a black man who has accepted the task of putting the black woman back on course as his responsibility. The black man is a powerful unit of life by nature. He is forgiving and is only seeking peace. He wants to design his world to eliminate discord and disunity. You're damn right. He wants to design his world to eliminate discord and disunity. He wants to design his world with his black woman and black children where there is no decay. He should consider his sexual organs as precious as the black woman considers hers. She will respect that, and she will make whatever changes are necessary if she understands that her cooperation will determine whether or not she continues to receive sexual gratification from her man. And that was chapter 15, her sex. Man, that holding, saying no sometimes be hard. I've said no plenty of times. But I've given in more times than I've said no. That's for damn sure. But, that's something that has to be practiced over and over again till you get good and got it down and be like, no, it's my meat and I said no. Yeah, but that was chapter 15. Her Sex, in The Black Man's Guide to Understanding the Black Woman by Dr. Shahrazad Ali, which was a damn good chapter. A damn good chapter. Damn good chapter. A lot of good things in there. A lot of good things. Well, that's it for me tonight, man. That is it for me tonight. Need to finish cooking. The temperature is dropping. Need to make sure my boys are straight. But we'll come back, my bad, I'm sorry, with chapter 16 tomorrow. The other woman. Man, we almost there. 16, 17, and 18. We are down to the last chapters of the book. 16, 17, and 18. So either 2 or 3 more days. 2 or 3 more days of reading this and we'll be done with it. I appreciate everybody who stops by and listens. Shalom, Frederica. Frederica Woodson. I hope I pronounced that right. Frederica. Peace and blessings to you too, ma'am. I hope that's a ma'am. Peace and blessings. Shalom to you. And for those who will stop by later and look and listen later, shalom to you as well. But we'll keep at it. We'll keep at it until we finish. We'll see what we can learn and grow from. And The Black Woman's Guide to Understanding the Black Man by Dr. Shahrazad Ali. Good chapter. Good chapter. A lot of key points that, man, that I really would like to take a deeper dive into at another time. But for right now, that's it. I hope y'all have a nice night. I'm gonna finish cooking. Oh, yes, ma'am. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I couldn't tell. I thought so, Miss Woodson. But thank you for chiming in. Thank you for the comments. I'll keep doing it. I'll keep pushing. We'll keep pushing one book at a time. One book at a time. I need to start. I need to start a tally so I can see how many books I've read. I mean, I've read so far. I think I've only read 3 on YouTube, but I'm down. I'm up to like 6 or 7 for the year, which is good for me. Which is good for me, man. The last time I read books like this, for real, was when I was in elementary school, and during the summer you would get a coupon for every book you read for a personal pan pizza from Pizza Hut. You know, so that made me read because I was trying to get all the pizzas I could get, baby. But you know, as an adult, you know, we have to kind of force ourselves to do certain things that we might not be comfortable in doing. You know, so I'll keep pushing through, and hopefully people will keep, you know, appreciating what's being done. I appreciate it for myself because I know I can tell when I'm reading better. I can tell that I'm reading way better. I can tell that I'm reading way faster, way stronger. Uh, 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 the way it sounds to me when I go back and listen to it, and even when I'm reading it out loud, it just sounds. I can pick it up better. So we'll keep at it. We'll keep at it. Most all the other books that I read, these are my first time reading the books. So if you haven't read them or heard any of them, or you know heard of any of them, man, we're reading them together. So yeah, but that's it. Shalom, shalom, peace and blessings to you all. Shalom out.